most small number live in Shaloni, I must confess that I've never visited the home of Hetzero. As they largely live in accordance with tradition, I suspect they may have dim views of the railroads. Come, let's follow Walika. There's another station on the way, so be sure to drop in. I'm quite taken with this sleek design. Enough jabbering, Shenza. Thanks to these two, we finally have some real work. I suppose there's no harm in stopping at the station. It's on the way, after all. As the train is an impressive sight, how easy it must be to ship goods throughout the wilds. Right, Mritso one should be the northeast of here. Let's continue. There we are, the village is just up ahead. Truth be told, I've never had their dealings with the people of Mad Hills one, but I know that their tradition mean a great deal. Such lovely clean air. Feels like a treat. The waters nearby are just as pristine. It's a paradise. I'm glad you appreciate the blessings of nature. Greetings, traveler, and welcome. I'm Hawato, chief of Manetswan, and this is my son, Shepeto. A pleasure to meet you. I thank you for the warm welcome and apologize for our sudden intrusion. I'm Walika, stationer of Wok Turled Railing. The recent earthquake has damaged our tracks, and we require timber to make repairs. This is Patio Cineretta Avonville, who have volunteered to assist us with the restoration of the fort. Ah, you have a most curious air about you, of oil and steel, tan leather, and the faint hint of meadows, wash on filmer flora. I gather you are not from these lands. I'm from Eorzea. Nature's boundless as is our love for her lands and her children. We're to hunt together to lay heads, to head so teach us all these things. There's a soul's answer tone, does it not? As you may have gleaned from our use of Aetherites, while we are committed to our traditions, this does not mean we reject all outside influences. We will furnish you with the timber you require, but first, as neighbors in this land, we ask that you indulge us. We'd be glad to, of course. Wonderful. We do not often receive guests come such long way. We'll speak frankly. We fear the winds of change will come soon. Early temperature has become erratic of late, okay. Stable area. Stable man near. That's why you mentioned that. Do you know what the cause is? Werewolves are part of that, right? Stronger than as they may seem, road sneak are sensitive creatures. My father said, we do not necessarily reject outside influence. Understandably, I thank you for being forthright. This matter concerns only the head hero, but all of Shaluli. Perhaps we should bring it to the attention of the Val Kawana, you say? We know of him, only rumors, but he's apparently, how should I put this? Hard-headed and aloof, he values technological advancement and efficiency. Mind your tongue, Shibito. While there is a grain of truth to rumors, he is not nearly as bad as they make him out to be. His journeys have changed. He is a bit awkward, so he tends to get misunderstood. He's a passionate man who cares for his people. That's so. That's certainly a side of him we aren't aware of. Who's found besides Val Kawana in the right of succession? I'll take her word over rumors. You took part in the right of succession? You're that close to the Dawn Servant. I was grateful for any help, but had no idea I recruited a bona fide hero. The succession of Dawn Servants filled us with uncertainty for the future, but there is clearly much we do not know. This particular occasion, the winds change are not meant to be feared. Do you think might visit someday? He says his father offers us guidance. I'm hopeful that we will do the same. Thank you for hearing our language concerns. I'm glad we could speak. As for your timber, we have a freshly cut log near the lake. We're terribly grateful. I promise we'll keep the Roanoke foremost in our minds as we continue working on railroad. My thanks again for your time and the timber. We shall endeavor to return the favor. I hope to see you soon.
We've more than enough timber to fix our ties. Now we need to transport it to the station. Mind waiting here for a spell? Okay. I'm glad it went well, and thankfully it seems we won't need to make several trips. Land would tremble. While we wait, we could get started on moving the timber. It shouldn't take too long. I carry the box over there. Okay. Here. I should think this will be enough. That was mighty kind of you to move all that lumber. Sorry, we didn't make it back sooner. Well, see to the rest. Once we repair the tracks, we'll have you on the first train out of town. Ain't that right, Chief? For as much as I'd love to make it so, there aren't any spots available. You have to wait for the one after, I'm afraid. But you'll be riding free of charge. It's the least we can do. It's fine. Namika and I know a few others were here long before we arrived. It's only right they go before us. I hope you'll stop by and see the train off. It's a breathtaking sight, let me tell you. And Nitoki will be driving. No engineer compares to her, and it's always a treat. The only work we should be worried about is our own. I'll find somewhere quiet near the station to pass time. If there's anything else in Shaoloni you're keen to see, I'll leave you to it. Had your fill of sights? Well, they appear to have almost finished. Cutscenes? Let's go.
Glorious grand machine indeed. I hope Namika was able to secure a seat. Here she comes!
thanks to you, we managed to resume service much faster than anticipated. You have our gratitude.
There's nothing so enchanting as a cerulean-powered engine in motion.
Ain't that the truth? Don't think I'll ever tire of watching them chugging along. They make wagons look like toys.
And so long as we can lay the tracks, she can go on and on and on. Before you know it, she'll be crossing the entire continent.
Railroads are a somewhat recent addition to Tyrol. As it stands, we can only ferry folks as far as Yasolani. And from an operational standpoint, we still have much to learn. There's always some problem or another to deal with. But we'll keep working at it. We'll hone our craft and continue expanding till one day, our trains are running coast to coast. That's the ultimate dream. Goodness, I completely lost track of time. By now, I expect the train will be nearing Yasolani. When it returns, we'll see you on your way. So if you've got any preparations to make, you better make them quick.
Not another one!
You can't be serious.
This is not an earthquake. Yeah, this is not an earthquake. What the heck is this?
Gods have mercy.
What in the flying? What's happening?
Is that the Golden City?
The train! Nitobekwe and the others!
My home lies that way as well.
We're going to investigate. Right now!
I'm assuming this is the Golden City. It's probably the Golden City where Zoral Ja went, right?
What in the world? Are they heading for Tuliolal?
It's probably Zoral Ja, right? Zoral Ja probably got an airship from the Golden City, and now he's attacking Tuliolal.
Heavens forfend.
You're here. Good, good. They came from the sky and attacked without any warning. The people need our help.
Can you stand?
Try to remain calm, everyone!
What the?
I don't know what they are, but they're not men.
They're robots? It's an army of robots? Is that what this is? An army of robots. Oh god.
Someone help me, please! Oh.
Bastard!
What did it just do?
Thank you.
Save the things. Just get to safety. I'll hold the line here. Fall back to the palace.
Quickly! Before it's overrun!
Thank you, Bakul Jaja.
This is simply how I do things now. So, who wants to take my blade next?
That was suspicious? Who was that? I knew it, it's Zaralja. Zaralja's the one who attacked. He got all of that from the Golden City.
That you should still live.
Zaralja?
the gods. What has happened to you?
This is your butchery, isn't it? After everything you've done in service to the throne, how could you betray us?
My demand is simple. The dissolution of Tuli Yolal and surrender of all its territories. Refuse, and I will kill every last one of you.
Have you gone mad?
No. My ambition remains unchanged. To teach the masses the folly of war, that they cry out for peace, and thus lead the world.
What has changed you so much, and in so short a time? To harm the very people you swore to serve. This is an unforgivable deed committed by my son. My son!
You have heard my ultimatum.
And you will have my answer. By my hands, I will end your madness.
Papa, wait! I should be the one to do this.
No! His sins are mine to bear.
Fear not. Ozoralja is strong. He has never been Father's equal in combat.
I believed you long dead. To have the chance to kill you myself is an unforeseen blessing.
Zoralja, my son, and forgive me.
And Zoralja's gone, but now we need to deal with the incoming attacks, right? No, it's not over. Yes? Oh no, it's not over. He's not down yet. It heals him. The armor heals him.
What? How?
Despite his old age, the mighty Gulul Jaja remains a fearsome foe indeed. You retain the vitality of two souls, despite the passing of one. I shall even the odds.
Papa?
We're gonna have to deal with Zeralja now, right? He's gonna be the main villain?
Even the blessed are mortal.
Father!
You are no match for me.
Murderer. On my honor, as vow of resolve, I'll make you pay!
So the once faint-hearted girl would live up to her title. Very well. If only to demonstrate the disparity between us, I give you a chance to prove yourself. Rally the entirety of your strength. Lay siege to my kingdom. Strike me down, like I did father. Then, will you be his worthy successor?
Zeralja, wait!
My warships will remain in your skies. When you fail to prove your worth, I shall order them to lay waste to Tuli Yolal. Choose your next steps wisely.
Oh, he can't die, he can't. That's a pretty cool outfit, actually. Nice. How could this happen?
I am beyond saving.
Father, please. You can't give up.
Are you there, oh friend?
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Look after my children.
What? I'm an old fossil like you. We've only got so many years left. But if that's what you want, it would be an honor.
You and I must go on another journey together someday.
Aye, you can count on it.
Oglamat. Kona.
Yes, Papa.
The graves of the Yokwi. You saw them, yes? I always found their teachings comforting.
Please, Father, you must save your strength.
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. Through you, my hopes survive. Through you, I live on. So do not mourn me. Walk tall and see our nation to a brighter future.
You're gonna make me cry. This is sad. Can we just go after Zoralja now? We need to make Zoralja pay. Alright, so, I bring you word from the city. The enemy has withdrawn, and the Lions Guard have begun rendering aid. Casualties in other ranks have hindered progress, but we continue to do all we can. I thank you for your report. Please inform the Guard they are to prioritize such efforts until further notice. The people, I need to help them. We will assist you in whatever way we can, of course. Thank you, thank you. You're sure to be wounded everywhere, more than I could count. We'll split up and help all of them. Alpha and Leslie, could you take Bayside Bevy and Corral and Arenville, the palace perimeter? As for patios, please come to Resplendent Quarter with me. We'll all meet back here afterwards. Thanks. I'll be fine now. We failed to protect the people. Why did so many have to die? Where were Wuklamat and Koana? You're not to blame, I understand. I need to clear my head. And son, they were Thanks, I'm alright. Did you see them, the soldiers? They look like people, but with no hesitation. I think they're robots, right? Yeah, those were were pretty much robots. We got attacked by an army of robots. Thank you, I thought it was done for. I heard something disturbing. The enemy leader, they say he looked like Zeralja. That can't be true. Why would the first promise attack his own people? If it was him, what happens now? Thank you. The pain is better now. I can't stop shaking. Where did that come from? Why did they attack us? And why are those things still in the sky? We had peace under good little Judge, but we were safe, but now? Yeah, I guess we'll have to go to the Golden City, right? That's probably where we're gonna have to go. The Golden City. Ah, you finished aiding the people, right? Yep. Thank you. They're among the wounded. Now is not the time. There are still others who need help. Could you go and see how things are at Tornmarch, and afterwards go and find Alice? Fresh scorch marks on the ground are doubtless from the enemy assault. yet. I'll go talk to Alice at the market. Oh, up there. Okay. I've helped those I could and seen them delivered into the Landsguard care. As many casualties as there are, it would have been worse if the Landsguard hadn't fought as bravely as they did. And if Zeralja actually meant to harm the people. When we look around, the buildings are hardly damaged. I suspect his aim was more to incite fear, to show that he could strike whenever he pleased. But we can discuss that later. How is Lamati? Even after what happened, she's trying so hard to fulfill her duty. Still, everyone has their limits. She needs to rest. Someone mentioned seeing her head towards the shore. Perhaps she's gone to Grimslands.
Steady now. I've brought you medicine. A drink.
There you are, Lamati. I was beginning to...
Come on. Come on. Take it. Please.
Lamati. Lamati!
How could I?
Look at me, Lamati. You need rest. You and her both. I will tend to this soul.
But my people... I have to help them.
The Landsguard have matters well in hand. Trust in them. If there's another attack, your people will need you to protect them. They'll need you to be sharp. So please rest. Consider it your duty.
I stood before them all. Said that we'd build a nation where everyone knows happiness. So much for that promise. What good is a vow of resolve who cannot save her people?
We'll handle this together.
You'll stick with me. Thank you. My head's a little clearer now. I need to concentrate on what I can do, rather than what I can't. We've dealt with unfriendly factions before. From Yokwista longing for conquest, to adherents of blessed siblings, people who are unwilling to listen. Even so, I believe that by learning about one another and engaging in good faith, we could peacefully settle our differences. And we did. My brother is different. There will be no reasoning with him. He killed our people, our father. He'll stop at nothing to achieve his goal. What's more, he has power. The power to destroy the peace we've worked so hard to preserve. If I'm to protect that peace, then I must fight. I must confront Zoralja and kill him.
Fine, I just need a moment to settle my nerves. Thank you for being there for me. Sitting around complaining isn't very leader-like. So much has happened. A strange soldier, those floating ships, the new powers Zoralja commands. Given everything he's done and still intends to do, I know I can't afford to run headlong into battle, not this time. I cannot let this terrible pain in my heart lead me astray, but I will make it my strength, the strength to do what I must. Right, I'm heading back to the palace. I need to talk strategy with Kwana. Could you and the others join us? However we decide to proceed, I want you all to be aware. Oh, could you tell LSA I'll be alright? She's probably a Bayside bevy. We're back. By that I take it to mean Lamonti's feeling better. So if we intend to fight, then we fight together. I said. I wish I knew exactly what we were up against. You're not a person, but it doesn't look like any automaton or magitech. As far as you've traveled, though, perhaps you've encountered something like this? Would you mind taking a look? It looks like a robot. So what do you think? Like anything I've seen before. Indeed, while it resembles a person, it has a feature that makes it uncanny. The lack of face. So it probably doesn't run on ceruleum or any of the conventional fuels. I tried channeling Aether to it earlier, but there was no response. That would seem to rule it out as an arcane entity. It's completely lifeless now, a far cry from the unstoppable enemy it was in battle. Even the material it's made is a mystery. Rather than a metal, it's more akin to a stone. Wait, haven't we seen something like this recently? Yeah, the Golden City. We have. In the Sky Deep Cenote. That's right, the glowing stone used in the chamber of the gate to the Golden City. And while the soldiers are different colored, the warships are the same black as the stone of the gate itself. Yeah, they came from the Golden City. It's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious they came from the Golden City. There has to be a connection. Let's share observation of the others when we gather to the Sun Perch. Yeah, they came from the Golden City. The sooner we get to the bottom of this, the better. Looks like everyone's here. Yeah, we're all here. Are you ready?
Thank you for coming, everyone. And thank you for taking charge in the relief effort. We would have fared far worse without you.
Someone had to do it, that's all. Come, let's take stock.
In terms of casualties, at least 50 died in the attack. And many times that number are wounded. All available healers are seen to their care. Structural damage at least is limited, so essential business can be conducted without issue. That said, the people are understandably shaken. We must assuage their fears and begin working to restore things to normal as quickly as possible.
Now, the most confounding mystery remains our enemy. And their mechanical soldiers created with technology that surpasses anything I've ever seen. What is their nature? And how did Zoralja manage to bring them under his command? Such things remain unknown.
They emerged from the dome encasing Yasolani. We're quite certain of that much.
Speaking of the dome, we have some theories, I'm told.
Indeed. I would like to call upon some helpers to join the discussion. May I invite them here?
By all means.
It's me. Permission has been granted. You can come in.
Greetings, everyone.
After that long voyage, I had hoped that we might be afforded a moment's rest, but I gather circumstances are quite dire.
All is well in the Annex, never fear. I've already dealt with the most pressing matters, and others hold the fort in my absence.
Following the changing of Dawn servants, Galul Jar Jar spoke about the Golden City to his two successors. Thanks to Wuglamat, I was allowed to attend that meeting. What I heard led me to conclude that this was a matter for the students. Thus did I call upon our comrades who possess the requisite expertise. It was actually after that the dome manifested. But, based on what we know, I have reason to believe that it is connected to the Golden City.
While we're eager to help, we have limited familiarity with the situation. Might we trouble you to explain from the beginning?
As you know, it was a letter I found tucked away in the Baldessian Annex that brought me to Tural. A letter from the Dawn servant addressed to my grandfather, sent some 20 years ago.
The request to investigate the City of Gold.
Indeed. The strange thing is, there was mention of neither Tural nor the city in our records. Hoping to learn the truth of my grandfather's mission, what he did and saw, I volunteered to help in the rite of succession. At the end of which, I was able to hear the tale from Galul Jar Jar. Like us, my grandfather went to the deepest chamber of the Sky Deep Cenote. And, like us, he saw the gate to the Golden City.
Is that what you required our help with? This gate?
It was. You see, the gate was opened once in the past. And
it led to another reflection.
I can take the story from here. Considering my part in these affairs, I reckon maybe I'm best equipped to speak on the matter. I was there too, you see. In those ruins, together with Galuf and Galul Jar Jar. And what I saw that day, I'll never forget.
Flashback time.
This black stone is remarkable. I cannot help but wonder if the structures in this part of the ruins were built by a completely different civilization.
It was over 1,000 years ago that the giants mined here. Their records make no mention of glowing stones.
It harbors high concentrations of ether, and on the surface are what appear to be arcane patterns. They aren't Allagan, or Mahi, or Nemean. If anything, they put me in mind of the calculations of the South Sea Islanders, but even then...
What did you do?
Nothing.
An earthquake? None of this has ever happened before.
A void gate? This is different.
Oh wait, are those Kryle's parents? And is that Kryle in there? I just realized. Are those Kryle's missing parents? Yeah, that's Kryle. That's Kryle. So those are Kryle's parents. Yeah, those are Kryle's parents. That makes sense. Oh my god, that makes sense.
Now what's this?
What is this? Who are you?
So, those are Kryle's parents. Which is why Kryle grew up with... which is why... Oh my god, that makes so much sense. So 20 years ago, Kryle was given to Galef Baldission. So Galef Baldission pretty much... Okay. So that's Kryle. Oh my god. That's crazy.
Though it never opened again, Galef continued to study the gate for years after that, hoping to learn something of value. All he could conclude was that it was built with unknown technology, and that it led to another world, one apart from the Void. We'd assumed the ruins themselves were the Golden City, only to discover that the real prize actually lay beyond the gate, and beyond our reach. Couldn't make head nor tail of the artifact either. As it had similar properties to the black stone in the ruins, we were convinced it was important. So Galul Jaja took it to the palace for safekeeping. Galef, meanwhile, took the baby with him back to Charlian. and raised her as his own.
Then the child was...
Kryl.
The earring inside the letter to my grandfather. It was apparently found amongst my swaddling clothes.
If this is true, then it means that you hail from another reflection.
So it would seem. I still struggle to take it all in myself. Looking back, Grandfather was always quick to seek distractions whenever I broached the subject. But never would I have guessed anything like this. But enough about me. We have more pressing matters.
The forces that assailed Tuliyollal. You suspect they are somehow connected to the Golden City?
Thinking back on it, the soldiers looked like they could have been made from the same black stone.
And leading them was Sir Alja. His involvement also lends weight to the theory. On the day of the succession ceremony, a bandit took me unawares and knocked me out. When I came to, I found my home turned upside down, with a few particular items missing. Namely the keystones I was entrusted with, for my role as Watcher of the Gate.
The bandit? You believe that it was...
I only got a glimpse of him, but I was a blue-scaled Hubigo. I know of no other.
The artifact stored at the palace was also stolen. The thief struck during the ceremony, and the guard was spread thin.
So our assumption is Zoralja somehow opened that gate to another reflection, where he acquired advanced technology and his mechanical army.
It fits. And if he did, then it's also likely that the dome is a product of this unknown reflection.
Hold on. We've been going on and on about the reflections, but what of my home? What's become of it?
This looks like a job for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Indeed. Where it concerns other realities, I dare say the Scions are best suited to tackle the task.
You can say that again. We've been to the literal edge of existence. Some mysterious giant dome shouldn't scare us.
As you know, our order has ostensibly disbanded. We'd thank you to be discreet about our unofficial reunion.
Huh. Worry not. We'll spare no effort to get to the bottom of this. And with our hero eager to help, you can be confident of the results.
I'm coming with you. If that's where my brother is, then that's where I must go. I can't say I understand everything you're discussing, but I know what I have to do. I have to put a stop to Zoralja and restore the people's happiness.
Suffice it to say, I share Lamachi's desire to join you. However, under these circumstances, it would be unwise for both vows to be absent from the city. As such, I shall remain in Tuliyollal. Come what may, I will protect our nation. So go forth, sister, and do what you must.
Thank you.
It may be prudent for us to likewise divide our forces. While one group ventures into the dome, the other keeps guard without.
Agreed. There's something I wish to investigate out here, so I will remain.
I as well. The enemy's warships still loom overhead, and I would see that we are prepared for the worst.
I wish to go to the dome. As a student, I have an obligation to investigate this potential threat to the world. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not deathly curious about my origins. If there's aught to be learned, then I want to learn it.
In that case, please let me come too. I have to see what's become of my home. I may not be a fighter, but I know those lands like the back of my hand. I can guide you.
If you hadn't offered, I would have asked. We're counting on you.
I'm not one for waiting around, so if it's all the same to you, I'll join the Dome crew.
You should accompany them, Graha. I expect your knowledge and experience will be useful. In the meantime, I intend to learn what I can about the gate, and will keep you apprised of my findings. Pray do the same.
Assuming communication is possible from inside the dome, we'll maintain contact and share any developments.
It seems our teams are assembled. A fine roster, I think.
Looks good to me. We'll find a way to deal with the threat. For the sake of Tural.
It's truly heartening to have you at our side for this. Thank you, everyone. Now, before we set off, there's one thing I need to do. The people are still shaken by the attack, and I'd like to reassure them as best I can.
What I have to do now. I know we're in a hurry to set up, but before we do, I need to address my people. The place we swore to uphold has been shattered. I want to call an assembly. As shaken as they are, I don't know how many will come. It's those who are most distressed that truly need your words. If you like, I shall seek out the souls and encourage them to attend. I'll help too, it's an important step in the city's recovery. Care to join us? Okay. I'll go ahead and have the Landsguard announce the address. People must first know there's going to be one before they can decide. You can see the resplendent quarters in the Bayside area. Alice and I will split it to the rest of the city. Okay. What will happen to us, to our homes, our farms, doing the work so hard? House communities, all reduced to ash. I heard Valak's planning to adjust the people, but what's the point? The doctors have a plan already, they've lost so much, yet they're prepared to carry on. And standing around worrying what to come will change nothing. It would be a lie to say I'm hopeful for the future, but I'll go hear what they have then to do. It's not safe here anymore. I could try to leave Tyrol, but where else is there to go? It looks like a well-traversed sword. Please, I can't stay here. Coral, even if I ran, I know I'd regret in the end. I left Tyrol. It's my home. I know that Dawn's servant would give their lives to defend it. I'll put my faith in them and listen to what they have to say. What if those soldiers come back? And what are these strange machines? See, it would put my mind at ease to learn something and think that I would try to rephrase. Alright, I'll go to the wing walk. Thank you, I feel better already. Looks like you've brought quite a few people. Elsie had actually returned ahead of you, but upon hearing that you were still there, she decided she was unsatisfied with her efforts. My apologies for involving you in Tyrali affairs. You are simply helping a dear friend in need. Having traveled the lands of Tyrol, sharing the rich culture, I can see it no other way. What's more, Zorolja and his army pose a threat not only to Tyrol, but to the star as a whole. We will stand with you to protect what we hold dear. Thank you. I don't expect you've had much, if any. How are you holding up? I'm fine, thanks to the little encouragement. You needn't worry about me either. Whatever awareness, I feel no match for my desire to protect people. We will restore peace. And it begins by speaking to the people from our hearts. Right. Their father raised us with them as well. That he did.
Lamachi, are you all right?
Yes. Don't worry. I'm ready for it. The fear, and sadness, and anger. Everything.
I am the reason to your resolve. But more than that, I am your brother. You needn't bear this burden alone. Remember this.
As you likely already know, my father, our former Dawn servant, lost his life in the recent attack. He challenged the enemy leader to a duel and fought with skill and valor, and for a moment we believed he had won. But wielding an unknown power, his foe returned from death and struck him down. I could only watch as this happened. I could not tarnish my father's honor by interfering. Many of you have suffered terribly. You've taken wounds. You've lost friends and family. As vow of resolve, I failed in my duty to protect you. Words can't express the shame and regret I feel. And as much as it pains me to reveal this, the enemy leader was none other than my brother Zoralsha.
Zoralsha? It's true! I saw him!
We believe he staged the attack from Yasulani, which has been encased within a mysterious dome. I know that you're concerned for your loved ones there as well. But mark my words, I won't let Zoralsha torment us any further. Our father gave his life to protect our nation, and I'm prepared to do the same.
You say that, but those metal monstrosities are still up there in the sky. What are you going to do about them?
The enemy is still on our doorstep, and waiting for them to strike again accomplishes nothing. That's why we're going to strike first. We are going to take the battle straight to Zoralsha and put an end to it all.
And while my sister sallies forth, I will take charge of the city's defenses. Not another soul will come to harm. We swear to you.
Like our father before us, we will lead with resolve and reason to restore peace to our nation. So please, have patience and faith.
So the resolve goes on the attack, while reason shores up the defenses. Sounds like a fine plan. Needless to say, you can count on my sword. Tural's my home, and I'll do my part for it. Hear, hear, brother. That makes two of us. Or was that two of we? Never mind that. What of the rest of you? Will you let others do the work? Or will you do your part and fight?
We fight! We fight! We're two Leolans because we're united! We'll stand with you and weather this storm!
He's right. This is our nation, and it falls to us to protect it.
We'll fight too! For Tuliolan!
Me too! Me too!
We're all together in this!
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
We've already learned much about our foe, and we will continue to learn more. In time, we will have the means to make their warships fall from the sky. When we join hands with our countrymen and our allies from afar, we're stronger than we dare to hope. Together, let us show the enemy the might of Tuli Yolal.
You are the beating heart of our nation, each and every one of you. Uncertain days lie ahead, but for now, I ask you to persevere, to go about your lives as you always do. Only then can we ensure we have the resources to see our nation through these trials. And when the time comes, we will strike. Tuliyola will not fall. We will prevail, and peace and happiness will be ours again.
Listening to Walk the Modern Koana, I was reminded of my time in the First. While the Exarch has no king, I often found myself speaking before the people of Crystarium like this. And through their deeds they answered me. The people of Tyrol too will rise to the occasion, this I can tell. We'll catch you next time on Final Fantasy XIV Online as we go explore Yasulani. See you next time.